I think I needed a new dial indicator holder, and I decided to splurge a bit. Thought I would try this Noga MG61003. The box is a little roughed up, but it does have some weight to it. A little catalog is included, but that seems to be the extent of the paperwork. It's not overly packed, that's for sure, but it looks okay. All the joints really move very smoothly. The freedom to move it all over the place sure beats what I've been using. It's very nice looking. Indicator holder clamp definitely feels like metal. A little bit of cardboard stuck on the knob. Must have been quite a bit of pressure mashing the box into that little knob. But it looks to be in good shape. At least the knob doesn't look bent or anything. No sharp edges on the base, a nice smooth finish. Let's try it out on a piece of steel and see how it does. It has a very strong magnet. I'm not going to have to worry about that moving. The arms are very easy to position. I really like that. I can see that saving some time right there, and just make positioning the indicator a more pleasant task. The 3/8" holder hole is tight. Quite a bit of force is needed to push it into the hole. But it locks very firmly in place. I'm very impressed with how smooth the ball joints swivel and rotate. That's very nice. Well done. Not a very strong spring on the fine adjustment. The holder will also handle a dovetail mount indicator. The dovetail holder is very, very tight. It's nice having both clamps on the same arm. The fine adjustment knob does feel nice and smooth. Kind of have to push the holder apart a bit with my fingers to easily get the dovetail to slide in. That will probably improve with use. So it holds dovetail, 3/8", 8mm, and 6mm. But to use the 6mm, we'll have to reposition the pin into the hole that runs through the 8mm opening. Now I want to see if the new holder is the fix for the problem I was having. Seems to be landing on 0, just like it should. I'm going to move it a few times just to make sure. For some reason, with the really cheap holder I was using, every few moves, it would not land on 0. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. It was very aggravating. Of course, the last thing I try is the magnetic holder. And that appears to have been the problem. Landing on 0 every time now. There were no maintenance instructions, but I do see a light grease on the ball joints. And here, if I take apart the knob joint, there is plenty of grease on the cams. Well, more like wedges, I guess. So every so often I'll pull the knob off and put some grease on the wedges, and a drop or two of oil on the long pins that go through the arms, and a little bit of grease on the ball joints. Not even going to try and take this thing apart. Those retaining rings holding the ball joints in look like they would be a bear to remove. After using it for a bit, I'm very happy I bought this one. It makes it so easy to position the indicator. This is one of those items that I should have bought a long time ago. It just makes life easier. And that's about as good of a thumbs up as it gets. The only weakness I see is the spring tension on the fine adjust. It's not very strong. Seems to be fine for holding gauges, but I could see it being a problem if using it to hold something with a little weight to it. Of course, I only have the very cheap magnetic holders to compare against this one. And there is no comparison. This Noga is far, far better. It's also a lot more expensive. But sometimes it's nice to splurge. Thank you for watching.